judge will consider the point deficit according to the amount of time remaining. Thank you.
Before starting the debate session, the first two speakers were invited to introduce their teams. Starting from the first speaker of the pro team, we welcome.
Thank you for your time. Let me introduce myself. My name is ALUNI as the first speaker of pro team, and next to me, HERCULES FAIZUNNAJA as second speaker of pro team, and ZIDNA as the third speaker of pro team. For your time, thank you.
Thank you to the pro team. Next is the introduction of the contra team. We welcome.
Thank you for your time. Please introduce me, GAIZZA AFIFAH as the first speaker. Next to me, CHILLA RAMADHANI as the second speaker, and YAFI MUSTOFA as the third speaker. We from the counter team are ready to take part in the debate session today. For your attention, thank you.
And then, starting with the first speaker, we welcome.
Time will start when you speak.
Thank you for the time and place given to honorable jury. In my opinion, this graffiti is considered as a form conveying artistic expression or to show their existence and their community. Besides that, graffiti is uncommon art because the media used is wall, whereas usually the media for dry painting is paper or canvas. Therefore, research are interesting in examining what their motivation are for choosing walls as a medium for conveying their artistic expression compared to the other conventional media. This article and data collection technique with interview, observation, and documentation, the result of the study show that their motivation for making graffiti is not only as a medium for artistic expression, but also as a form for their existence. Graffiti becomes a bridge in the process of identity formation for graffiti, which is considered illegal, destructive, and useless. The Keep Within Taipei report also found that people often equate tagging with graffiti as they are both forms of street art that they are difficult to disguise. However, there are some key differences between the two. Simple but graffiti artwork also has a meaning or a purpose. Graffiti is not a form of vandalism, but then contains important social message that can represent or represent the view of society at large. Thank you.
Next, we welcome to the first speaker from the contra team to present her argument.
Time will start when you speak. Thank you.
Good morning to the esteemed panel of judge, the affirmation team that I respect, ladies and gentlemen. I am GAIZZA AFIFAH from the counter team, standing here to say we disagree with the opinion affirmation team. We believe that while graffiti may be considered an art form by some, it is often done without permission and damage public or private property, which is clearly an act of vandalism. This is a political issue because often graffiti written on city wall express abnormal scenarios that are seen as disturbing and polluting the beauty of the city. Not only that, graffiti that is just spray painted graffiti is often not considered art. People assume that satirical graffiti is not art that beautifies the city, but only damage and pollutes public property. So I emphasize that graffiti is not the only way to express an opinion. There are other better ways, such as conveying inspiration to the office, the people, referendum, concrete, or the mail. Therefore, we from the counter team remain on our stance that graffiti should be considered as an act of vandalism that harms society. We invite all parties to care more about the environment and find more positive and responsible ways to express themselves. Thank you.
Alright, thank you to the first speaker from the pro teams. We now invite the second speaker of the pro team to present his argument.
For the second speaker, 5 minutes from now.
Dear jury, contracting, and ladies and gentlemen, we from the affirmation team strongly disagree with the counter team opinion. Graffiti is an art form that has the potential to make a positive contribution to society. Graffiti has been recognized as independent street art, even as lit in art galleries. It's not just graffiti, but a message that the artist wants to convey. It can be criticism, expression, or self-expression. Graffiti can revitalize public space, be a forum for creative expression, and have economic potential. We believe the problem of graffiti damaging property can be addressed with the right regulation. Concern about property damage can be addressed with the right regulation. For example, providing legal space for gravity artists. Let's support the positive potential of gravity, not just eliminate it. Therefore, we remain on our stance that gravity should be seen.
Sorry, I'm interested, but while gravity can be a form of self-expression and her aesthetic value, we cannot ignore the fact that a lot of gravity is carried in unauthorized place. How can we justify the act of drawing on someone else probably without permission, even with artistic intention? Thank you.
Okay. With a thoughtful and collaborative approach, we can create an environment where gravity art can thrive without harming anyone. For example, providing gravity artists with a legal space is a very important step. With a legal space, they can channel their creativity without having to break the law or damage other people's property. In addition, we also support ideas to appreciate and support gravity art. Gravity festival, training, or workshop are effective ways to increase public understanding of gravity art and providing platform for gravity artists to showcase their work. Thank you.
Next, we welcome the second speaker from the Kutraki to present her argument.
For the second speaker, 5 minutes from now.
Honorable jury and audience as well, and the podium that I respect. Please introduce me as Ramadhani as the second speaker of the counter team. Before getting into the arguments, allow me to rebut the podium assertion that gravity is a form of art and self-expression. However, it cannot be ignored that its impact on environment and public is often detrimental, creating a sense of insecurity in the community and tarnishing the image of a city and organization.
Democratic action will regardless of regulation of English. However, does the regulation specifically regulate gravity? Is there an article that distinguishes between destructive gravity and gravity that has artistic value? Please provide further explanation.
Thank you for question for affirmation team. Jogjakarta city regulation doesn't specifically mention gravity. However, does prohibition, depriving or damaging public buildings and facilities, including unauthorized gravity. The law focuses on the context gravity is designed areas like mural place is seen as artistic expression. When it done without permission on public or private property, it is still considered vandalism. Regardless artistic value, while the regulator doesn't directly address gravity as art. Its main goal is to maintain the city cleanliness, order, and appearance. Thank you.
Alright, thank you to the second speaker from the both teams. We now invite the third speaker of the both team to present her arguments.
For the third speaker, 3 minutes from now.
Thank you for your time. I am ZIDNA will continue the argument with the contribution and solution. The continued argument is gravity is often perceived as fundamental, even though it has great potential to beautify cities and have a positive impact on society. It is a medium of expression, especially for young people, to convey social, cultural, and political research. Journalism gravity can reduce vandalism, provide legal space for artists, and encourage collaboration with the government and private sector, potentially boosting tourism and the local economy. Conclusion: gravity is a contemporary art deserves to be legalized. It provides space for artists to work legally, reduce vandalism, and support a more inclusive public art space. Although it needs good regulation. Solution: first, provide a dedicated space for graffiti. Second, education program for the artists. Third, collaboration with local communities to beautify the neighborhood. Fourth, supervision and regulation to ensure the roads progress and not harmful. The legality of graffiti will have a positive impact on society and enrich the city with private art. Thank you.
Next, we welcome the third speaker from the Kutraki to present his argument.
Thank you, affirmation team. But we still think that gravity has more of negative impact. First, not all gravity has artistic value. Many of them just ruin the city aesthetic. Second, even though there is legal space for gravity, many artists still gravity prohibited place, showing that regulation is not absolute solution. Third, the claim that gravity improves the economy is not commensurate with its negative impact on city. Gravity is vandalism. Gravity is often considered vandalism because it damages other people's property without permission. Gravity is difficult to clean and expensive. There is cost often borne the property owner and taxpayer.
30 seconds left.
Conclusion: gravity is more from the system. However, the media use is false. This reason found the main motivation of gravity is not just artistic expression, but also as part of process of identity formation. Even so, it cannot be ignored that gravity without permission can have negative impact on the aesthetic, public order, and considered an awful
Time out.
of vandalism. Thank you.
Well, the end of the closing statement marks the end of our debate session this morning. Next is the evaluate session from the jury. We welcome
To both teams for your well-articulate arguments. The affirmation team made a compelling case, highlighting graffiti artistic value and potential to contribute positively to society, while proposing practical solution. Welcome. Next, the counter team has presented well-argued concrete about graffiti impact, but there are areas for improvement. Especially, they need to provide comprehensive solution for managing an authorized graffiti, acknowledge graffiti cultural and artistic contribution, and explore ways to integrate graffiti art positively. By addressing this point, the argument can become more balanced and constructive. Based on your scores, I am pleased to declare that the winner of the debate this time is the pro team.